Hi everyone, my name is Monwar. In this video, I will go through mm, upgrading Oracle database from release 12.2 to release 21.3 using AutoUpgrade Tool. In my case, operating system is Oracle Linux 7.5. AutoUpgrade Tool was released with Oracle Database 19c, and it's the new method introduced for upgrading Oracle database. For prerequisite is this one, or recommended that download the latest of upgrade.jar file from Oracle support site. So let's go through that one. So auto upgrade processing, there are different stages like analyze, fix up, deploy, upgrade. And when you execute auto upgrade utility, it just does all the steps automatically or in background. So let's go through that one first. I'm going to upgrade my database, which is Madhavi. Here you see that the database name. There is a parameter to set that up to create a guarantee restore point, and to set that up we need to make sure that database is put into archive log mode. So here you see that I have checked that the database is archive log mode. And I have already installed Oracle 21c binary, and 19c onwards, that first make sure that I have got that software Oracle RDBMS ready. So because I did not set that up, or is still running that anyway. So Oracle Home has got auto upgrade.jar. So what I have already done, I have downloaded latest version of auto upgrade.jar, and I'm going to replace that. So that file is located under Oracle Home rdbms/admin directory. So now let's check the auto upgrade jar version. Also checking Java version. So you can go through Oracle upgrade document. I will attach that link to the description section, but if you Google, you can find that one. Now I'm going to create all the directories to hold all upgrade config and log files. Okay, let me clean and create new one. Then we need to create a sample config file, and to create a sample config file we need to execute create command. So help will give you all the options to see which commands you can execute. So if you see here, you can see that there is a config option. So we created a sample configuration file, and then you can copy this config file and modify or edit that well, to make necessary changes based on your setup. So here this file is based on my requirements. So if you see here, there is a target home, there is a restoration. So this is mainly for guarantee restore point, and you can see that util RP I'm compiling objects globals. It will run or execute for all the levels, and also I'm going to upgrade timestamps. And this is my Oracle site, and this is for UPG2 is for my pluggable database. So now we are going to execute like stage, or if I say mode, that is analyze mode. So it's mainly analyzing based on that config file, and here you see that auto upgrade execution. So that job has been started. And there are different options you can see here. So mainly three options mostly you use, or you may need to use. One is LSJ, so list the jobs. Then status and tasks. So tasks will give you the task which executing, and status will show the job status. So resume, for if for any region job stops, then you can give resume dash job and job number. So you can see the job number is 100. So to resume that time, we need to put that resume dash job 100. If it stops, you will see that status field that it stops. So it's giving all the tasks information, or status or this is happening. So you see that when job finished, it just exit from that command prompt UPG prompt. So here it's showing message that final summary, and there are two files in the summary reports. One is log format and another one is HTML format. So if you see the logs, we can see that pre-check successfully completed. And if you want, you can get information from that HTML file also. So if you see the details, then you can get all the information from here. So we have finished analyzed stage and there are no issues so far. So now we are going to proceed with deploy deploy mode. So deploy mode actually performs all the actual upgrade of the database. And so you see that there is a message that my PDB is in mounted states and it will be open in read write. So even if you put that database like PDB into mount mode, it will itself like this utility will open the database and will proceed for upgrading that one. So here you see that there are pre-checks are running and there are two folders. If you type logs, it will give you folders path. So one is auto upgrade and another one is log folder. So let's go to the log folder. I think when we open another session, so from the second session, you can see that there are different folders created, and you can tell it like this AutoUpgrade.log file. And if you go to the like AutoUpgrade log directory, you will see that there is a folder like it created the number. So that is actually my job number. So 100 was a pre-check and 101, not pre-check, that was analyze job, and 101 is deploy job. And here you can see that it is like this job is also creating different folder structure. So as it does like one by one, for example, you can see those structures. So here is status, let's see. So here we see that pre-checks running and preparing is running, and you can see that how many remaining, you can also find that one. So pre-checks done, now it's doing prefix up. So you will see here it is going to like it already created another directory structure for prefix up. So you see that it is created, like it has created a prefix up directory. So as this job's finished, like with one steps, it just created a new directory structure and put respective stage logs underneath that directory. So if you are interested, then you can get more in details from this uh, logs directory. So if any label jobs fail, you can get those information from these logs and then fix that one, because that time you will see that status failed is stopped. So you can in backend you can fix that one and resume the job. Now it's doing draining, so that you see that it's created another directory structure drain, and you can see drain stage related logs under this directory. So what I saw that there are two things noted, like if I put PDB into mounted mode, we may get an alert, but it doesn't make any difference. Ultimately, auto upgrade uh, to will when the database to upgrade. And another reason, make sure that you have or you keep enough capacity for flashback directory. I think it's around 13 or 14 gig needed. Otherwise, pre-check will fail, or any job can fail. So you can get those information by going through all the logs. So now here you see that it's running the DB upgrade. So now it's next stage. So here we see that we can get that log and how much it has been uh, completed so far. You can get that information. So I will do like pause many times here because it will run for a long time. So status job is giving little more information that you can find that one. With my operating system resource, it took around 1.5 hours, I think, or more than that. So it depends. It based on your operating system resource. It may be quicker than me. So here I try to put on the um, major stress portions logs. So here you see that CDB dollar root, like root container upgraded successfully. Now it's going through uh, PDB level. So you can see that it created PDB dollar seed and also logs for PDB coach. So PDB upgrade task has been completed. Now it's going through next stage. I think it's doing post part. Because there are different other parts like UTLRP and upgrade and time zones. I think it's doing that part now. This is the restarting database, loading database information. So it's post check. So DB upgrade is done. It's doing post check. So after database upgrade, it restart and then post check. So you see that now post check directory is there under the job number directory structure. Now it's doing post fix up stage. So from the top level, you can just check this auto upgrade .log file. So it's, I think it's working time zone, fixing time zone. Now it's doing UTLRP. I'm just checking logs here. So it's successfully completed for CDB level. Just checking PDB level log. Let's see the job status now. Yes, it's showing that root container and PTB seed container finished UTLRP and post UTLRP. So, and it's running for PDB level now. Still remaining 10 more tasks out of 12 for this stage post fix up. So now it's doing dictionary update. Timestamps mismatch. Okay, let's check that one. Message is that way, but it will upgrade also timestamp because time zone. I already defined that one to my config file. So job has been finished, or and it exit from that UPG prompt. So you see that there are all the details. There are like 2 log files. You can go and check these logs. If we go through the logs, we can see all the steps are defined. So you see from version to version that has been upgraded. Then first it created created a guarantee restore point, and this is success. And after that pre-upgrade success, then pre-checks, pre-fix up, drain, DB upgrade, post checks, post fix up, post upgrade, and system updates all successfully completed. Now let's check the upgrade summary log. Check, if you see here, you will see that all upgraded successfully. Let's go to the top. First part is root container. So all you see current status is upgraded and version is 21.3. It took around 43 minutes. Next section is PDB seed container. It has been upgraded without issues, no error messages. And next is PDB. Here is PDB upgraded successfully without any error messages. So now we can validate. We already know that there is no issues. Now let's go through SQL Plus session to check that one. here is database version, so the 21. See, then file, checking no invalid objects. Let's verify time zone also. So time zone file version is 35. Checking container level, PDB level. Here you saw that message. It was showing that database time version is 26. Current release time is 35. But I don't know why this message is there. I think this message is possibly wrong, because when I'm checking after upgrading this database, I can see that both CDB and PDB level, that is 35, which is current version. When we done or we are happy with our upgrade, we need to update compatible parameter file. Or checking all the components from SQL level, like by using SQL commands. So here see that container 1 is CDB level and container 3 is PDB level. So we need to update this compatible parameter. So we have got guarantee register point. So if we are happy with our upgrade, then we can drop this guarantee register point and modify the compatible parameter and restart database. Yeah, let's do that one. Now let's check the parameter value. So that's all. Here we have seen how to upgrade Oracle single instance database using AutoUpgrade tool. Thank you. Thanks for watching.